I wanted to have an opportunity to bring you up to date on the actions that the state is taking to respond to the damage on the coast from the tsunami, particularly to the port of Brookings. I visited Brookings on Saturday and met with county commissioners, and the port viewed the damage. On Sunday, the county commission voted to ask the state for a declaration of emergency. We received that in my office yesterday. We turned around and sent a request to FEMA to begin the process of assessment for damage. And today I signed Executive Order 1104 that declares a state of emergency in Curry County as a result of the damage from the tsunami. It's our objective to accelerate the state and federal processes as much as we can to ensure that we get resources to Curry County as soon as possible. The Brookings, Port of Brookings plays a crucial role in the economy of the South Coast. 5 jobs in Brookings is equivalent to 500 jobs up in the Portland metropolitan area. It has a significant commercial salmon fishery. It's the busiest recreational port on the Oregon coast with 31,000 bar crossings a year. The pink shrimp season opens on April 1st. So there is a real a sense of urgency to get the dock facilities back up so that the recreational and commercial fleet can continue to operate. Tomorrow, Monday, disaster assistant teams from Office of Emergency Management, FEMA, U.S. Coast Guard, the Corps of Engineers, and the Small Business Administration will begin a joint 3-day assessment process. They will report to my office at the end of the week with their final recommendation on whether or not the county qualifies for federal disaster assistance. If the county does meet the federal criteria, which we certainly hope it does, it would be my intention to immediately send a formal request to President Obama requesting a disaster declaration and federal assistance under FEMA. And it would be my intention to send that letter on Monday, March 21st, assuming the county qualifies for that kind of assistance. We're working in close communication with the congressional delegation, and yesterday I formed a governor's recovery cabinet to assist the county in its recovery efforts. This includes the state agencies that play a role in infrastructure repair, technical assistance, and grants and loans. Many of them are here today to answer any questions that you might have. Many agencies are already involved with this. Business Oregon has suspended the port's debt service payments, awarded the $40,000 grant, and has set aside funds for matching federal disaster relief should the county qualify. The Oregon Marine Board is busy locating temporary floating docks. We've located some in the Port of Arlington, and the commissioners have approved the use of those should that become necessary, and the military department has the capacity to bring those docks down. We have at our disposal a tugboat from the Port of Portland. The housing department is looking for temporary housing for some 20 individuals that were dislocated because of damage to their houseboats in the harbor. The Oregon Solutions team will be available should the local officials request it and make this a priority project. There was some additional damage to other coastal communities, and they are doing their own assessments, particularly in Coos and Lincoln counties, and we'll get that information to my office by March 23rd, and if there's a federal declaration, we can hopefully tag that on. Finally, I just want to say that as we begin our reconstruction efforts here in Brookings, I think our hearts continue to go out to the people of Japan, where a human tragedy of huge proportions continues to unfold. And I hope that Oregonians will consider assisting with their donations. If you go to my website, governor.oregon.gov, we've got links that will allow you to make a contribution to the reconstruction efforts on the Oregon coast and also to the recovery efforts in Japan. And there's also information on the website from the Oregon Department of Public Health Division, and as well as the EPA, on concerns people have about radiation risk here on the west coast of the United States. And both the EPA and the state are monitoring that, and the conclusion, overwhelming conclusion, is there's absolutely no risk, no danger on the west coast from the damage to the reactors in Japan.